Hello again, my friends. This is SHYSKY Corporation Limited. In this video, I will briefly introduce some information about this DC40C 2460 model. Yeah, this micro brushless DC water pump that you will use. Yes, of course, as an older user, you are familiar with the way of using such types of small micro brushless DC pump products of our series. Yet here I think some information is still meaningful to be shared with you. Okay, first let's check the dimension and parameters at first, though I know that you have knowledge of this. Okay, model name DC40C 2460 model, namely the working voltage 24 volts DC. Yeah, the max horizontal flow rate is about 900 liters per hour. In US gallons, it's about 230 US gallons per hour. In the meantime, the max static lift can reach up to 6 meters. In feet, 19.6 feet. So 28 watts power consumption, namely the working current is about 1.2 amps at 24 watts DC. Yeah, it's a tiny size, but the power is good. Okay, let's check the dimension and the ports. Inlet, outlet, as we can see, there is this arrow mark. Arrow mark indicates the flow direction. DC40C mark here. Okay, it means that this belongs to our DC40C series, and this pump is equipped with one pair of the rubber base. As always, it is used to fix the pump body when in the system has certain performance of anti-vibration and anti-noise. Okay. As to the thread, half-inch threaded with external diameter about 20 millimeters. I think it is in BSP standard, yeah, not MPT. Okay, so this is the cable. In default, the cable length is about 1 meter. Yeah, and this is the power cord in default. If we cut it off, there will be two sub cables. One should be red color, positive. The other should be black color, yeah, negative. As to the DC head, inner positive, outer negative. DC 24 watts powering. As to the power supply of this pump, yeah, it is recommended to be within 26 watts DC. Do not offer the power voltage over than 26 watts DC. As to the minimum voltage, it can reach about 5 watts, so it's quite a wide range. Of course, when the voltage decrease, the power decrease, the flow decrease, but normal work will still exist. We always do not recommend that our users change the power supply's powering voltage frequently. This should be paid attention to. Okay. Then we will talk about some basic mechanism of this pump. As we see, if we remove the 4 screws off, we will see the rotor wheezing. Yeah. Actually, the pump works by the high-speed rotation or impeller wheezing through the centrifugal force to push the inflow out of the outlet to achieve the performance of pumping, circulation, cooling. Yeah. So this pump cannot be self-priming. Namely, it cannot suck air and suck water from lower location to higher. Instead, it works by when the water source is higher than the pump, and the water flow can actively flow into the inlet of the pump. The pump will push the outflow to the destination of the system to achieve the performance of pumping circulation. Yeah. So make sure that this pump not dry run, especially for a long time. Otherwise, the friction, the heat generation will sharply increase, and it will negatively impact the performance, the reliability, and even kill the pump itself. Okay, when it's dry run, this abnormal scenario, the noise, the working noise will be greatly sharper and louder when the pump works normally. We can feel it. So when in a system, if we hear that the noise turns louder, turns sharper somehow, then we can judge it in dry run status, and we will stop the running to inspect what happens in this context to figure out what results the insufficient water inflow. Yeah, this should be paid attention to. So powering voltage, the flow, the sufficient inflow are the two key points to make sure that this pump work continuously for a long time. Otherwise, its lifespan will be sharply decreased, of course. When in the installation, we always recommend that our users to install it following the normal way. For example, this way. Okay. Inlet, outlet. Or this way, it will also be fine. Inlet, outlet. Or sometimes our users may install it this way. It can also be okay, yeah, but not so recommended. So better be this way, yeah. Not so recommended if we place this way or this way. Not so recommended, though the pump can work, yeah. And when at the installation, if it happens that we as users want to reduce the further vibration, we can add some extra buffer material between the pump and our system surface to reduce the vibration. After all, the pump will vibrate by itself. And furthermore, if we install the pump with some matching power supply powering, okay, then the power supply, the power adapter shall be with the output capacity of 24 volts DC, at least 1.5 amps, perhaps 1.5, perhaps 2 amps, they will be okay. Okay, so let's summarize some key points. The pump shall be not dry run, especially for a long time. Shall be not with impurities, blockage. Both will kill the pump. Shall not be powered with the over voltage power supply. Yeah, and the powering voltage shall be kept as relatively stable. Do not change the powering voltage frequently. Yeah. So it's a simple pump, simple installation, and also some meaningful information introduction here. Hope it can be helpful. Thank you. SHYSKY, the professional manufacturer and designer of various brushless DC water pumps, including this tiny one. Thank you.